Aspiring writer Elena Carter moves into a quaint old apartment, hoping to find inspiration for her novel. While exploring, she discovers a hidden compartment in the wall, and inside, an aged, yellowed letter, dated 1942. The letter is addressed to "My dearest Eleanor" and signed by James Whitmore, a soldier confessing his undying love before heading off to war. Elena is mesmerized. But what truly chills her is the last line. "If love is real, you'll find me." That night, restless, she places the letter on her nightstand before falling asleep. At exactly midnight, the wind howls, the air shifts, and Elena wakes up to the sight of something impossible. The room around her has changed. Elena stumbles out of bed, heart pounding. The modern city outside her window is gone, replaced with war era New York, 1942. Panicked, she runs outside, only to bump into a man in uniform. "Eleanor?" he breathes. It's James Whitmore, the man from the letter. He recognizes her as his Eleanor, though she has never met him before. Confused yet drawn to him, Elena pretends to be Eleanor and spends the day with James. She learns that their love was legendary, a romance cut short by war. James was declared missing in action, and Eleanor waited for him until the day she died. As the sun sets, James holds her hands. "Promise me you'll wait for me, no matter what?" Elena's heart aches. She knows history says James will never return. But before she can respond, she blinks and wakes up in her apartment. The world is back to normal. The letter is gone. But on her desk sits a new letter, dated the next day, 1942. "Eleanor, today I met you again. And I swear, even if fate takes me away, I will find you." Elena is desperate to get back. She scours history books and old newspapers, trying to learn James' fate. All records say the same thing: he was lost at war, never seen again. But if that were true, how was he still writing to her? At midnight, she places the second letter on her nightstand. Once again, she wakes up in 1942. James is waiting, his eyes filled with love. "You came back." She realizes then, she's falling for him. But she knows that if she can travel through time, maybe she can change history. She begs James not to go to war. But James, a man of honor, refuses. "If I don't go, others will suffer. But no matter what happens, I swear I will come back to you." Elena's heart shatters. She wants to tell him the truth, that history says he'll never return. But before she can, James is called away. As he walks into the fog of war, he turns back one last time. "Wait for me, Eleanor. No matter how long it takes." And just like that, Elena is pulled back to the present. Elena wakes up with a final letter on her pillow, dated 1945. "Eleanor, I kept my promise. I'm coming home." Heart racing, she searches historical records, and finds something shocking. James Whitmore's status had changed. He was no longer listed as missing in action. Instead, it says, returned home in 1945. Lived a quiet life. Wife unknown. Tears flood her eyes. Had she changed history? At that moment, her apartment door creaks open. A man steps in. Older now, but those eyes, James' eyes, filled with love. Eleanor, he whispers. Elena gasps, covering her mouth. James had found her. Across time, across history, their love had endured. As they embrace, time fades away. Because some love stories don't end. Some love stories last forever.